I know this is exactly what you guys been waiting for. The best big men build, and trust me when I say I cooked up a masterpiece. We're going to call this build Megatron. It is an insane glass cleaning build. In the background, I'm going to have part 2 of a rec game I played against a subscriber of mine or somebody that found my build and copied it exactly, so it's a mirror matchup. Instead of yapping over screenshots, I want you guys to look at some type of gameplay in the background. But let's start talking about Megatron by starting with the finishing. The finishing is actually the cap breaker category we glitched out on this build. Your drive dunk goes from an 83 up to an 89 with 3 cap breakers, so you get all plus 2s there. 2 cap breakers gets you up to an 87. That's exactly what we need for the silver posterizer and pro contact dunks off of 1 foot animations. But 2 feet animations. But going up to 89 will give you the pro contact dunks off of 1 foot animations. But in addition to the driver dunk, you also get standing dunk at 90 for contact animations in that category. 90 gives you gold rise up in the elite bitman contact dunks. Now your post control, close shot, and driving layup are also all glitched out, so you get some really good boost there. But I wouldn't recommend spending cap breakers in that category. And I will also tell you guys, this is not the best cap breaker category. This is more of a day 1 build that is going to be good on day 100 as well, because it is fine tuned for season 1 and season 9. So like all the builds I'm showing you guys, they are elite on day 1 and day 100, day 365, it doesn't matter. These builds are all fire. Now we go down to the shooting. You max it out at 78. That's what you get for a 7 foot height and 7'6" wingspan. 78 is a huge attribute to target because that gives you silver, set, and fire, which is the equivalent of set shot specialist for the 3-point line. Now, you could have stayed at 68 mid-range, but we raised it up to 69. The reason we went 69 is so that we could get 1 extra badge token in our shooting slot, and then we get 80 free throw here. 80 free throw might be a threshold again to get a nice little boost like it was last year. It might not be, but you want the free throw high enough so you're not shot down full at the free throw line. 80 should be plenty to actually still make free throws consistently. Now, here are the finishing and shooting cap breakers you guys can see right here. And the next screenshot will be the finishing and shooting badge slots, badge tokens, and the badge layout that you guys can see right here as well. Now, on to the next category, and that is going to be the playmaking. You start at 87 pass accuracy. 87 was good enough for gold break starter last year. It's not good enough for gold break starter this year. For that, you need 89 pass accuracy. So I do recommend you spend 1 cap breaker to get that 89 pass accuracy, because you get a +2 boost to get that. So it's a very nice thing right there. We fine-tuned it really well. If you wanted to, you could spend 2 cap breakers on your ball handle to get some dribble moves. And if you even wanted to go even farther, you could spend some cap breakers on your speed with ball to get dribble styles. In my opinion, I don't think all that is necessary, especially on day 1. But you guys want to make that ISO type of big that can dribble and stuff like that, I recommend you guys make that in season 2 with the optimized cap breakers, which are the defensive ones. So you guys still don't know, I will teach you guys how to make that in cap breakers part 4 and give you guys the task of actually making that build, and we'll call that build Sentinel Prime. Now we go on to the defense. We go 80 interior defense to start. That's what we need for bronze wall up. And 84 block. That's what we need for silver paint patroller. You also get silver high flying denier. And your steals goes up to a 35 because it's tied to your interior defense. Going up to 35 steal is huge because with 3 cap breakers, you can actually go from 35 all the way up to a 60 for bronze interceptor. And 2 more cap breakers get you all the way up from a 60 to a 70 for bronze glove. If you guys want to go that route. I really wouldn't recommend glove on a big man, but some of you guys are weird like that. Now, unfortunately, the perimeter defense is only a 37 on this build. Perimeter defense is actually kind of expensive to get up. So, if you wanted to get it up, you should actually use cap breakers to get it up. But I also don't think big men need perimeter defense. I also don't think point guards need interior defense. So, although it is great to have, it's a want, not a need in my opinion. Now, these are the cap breakers I was talking about. As you guys can see, that is a really nice cap breaker you can spend on that pass accuracy. And then these are the badge slots, badge tokens, and the badge layout for the playmaking and defensive categories. Now, last but not least, we got to talk about the rebounding and the physicals. This is where the build really does shine. You get 94 O board and 94 defense rebounding to start. That is great. Both of those can go up to 99 with 5 cap breakers each. That's a total of 10 cap breakers spent on your rebounding categories. That'll give you all Hall of Fame rebounding badges that you can +1 to get those on Legend. And if you guys did not know, from my understanding at least, we'll see when we officially get the game, Whenever you get your badges upgrade to legend or fuse them, whatever the case may be, you do get refunded some badge tokens. So a lot of people are going to be like, I don't have enough badge tokens to go get all those legend badges. From my understanding, when you put those badges in the fuse category, or maybe when they get fused to legend, you get those badge tokens back. So you're going to have plenty of rebounding badge tokens to go on this build. But if I'm wrong, I will try to update you guys as soon as I find out the correct information. Now, we go to the physicals. Speed is a 67. That is maxed out for this height and weight. 54 agility is also maxed out for this height and weight. Remember, you got to make your player heavy this year so you can get that strength. Strength is more important than ever. The build starts off with 91 strength and it goes up to 96 strength. You need 96 strength. At 95 strength, you get that gold brick wall. That's huge. You're going to be selling a lot of screens on this build. I recommend you fuse plus 2 that to get that up to legend. And then you're going to activate whatever badge you got paired with that very easily. You could probably do brick wall and set and fire. That way you're setting a lot of screens, right, to get your brick wall. That's already on legend the whole game because it's fused. After you set like 5 good screens, whatever, you're going to get your set fire plus 2 as well. So that's going to go from silver to Hall of Fame. And now you're going to be a knockdown shooter. But the reason we go with 96 strength instead of 95 as the ideal target is because at 96, you get Hall of Fame Crasher. So you need 98 O-board and 96 strength to get that Hall of Fame Crasher badge. That will help you swim, move, and worm people whenever it comes to box out and stuff like that. Now, the vertical. We actually go 81 vertical here. I know a lot of people will settle for 80 vertical. In my opinion, 80 is like the minimum you should want. But the higher, the better. We had enough attributes left over to go up to 81, so we went 81. If you wanted to, you could lower your free throw and go up to 82. The reason you should go higher on your vertical is think of how many times you're going to be jumping, the block shots, snag, rebound, contest shots, and all that stuff. You want your player to jump as high as possible. So while everybody else is settling for 80 vertical, you want to go up to 81 or 82 so your player can jump a little bit higher than theirs. Does that make sense? In other words, you want to get the rating up just to have the rating higher than other people, not necessarily to get a badge or anything like that. Now, these are the cap breakers. As you guys can see, the ratings are already so high, but you're not going to get anything glitchy. It's all plus ones, but these are also the badge tokens, badge slots, and the badge layout. You guys can see we got a whole lot of badge tokens and badge slots because we invested so heavily into rebounding and physicals. So that is Megatron. It is pretty much Darkseid from 2K26 transferred over to this year. If you guys got any other perfected builds you guys want me to make, let me know down below in the comment section. Remember, on 2K26, we made 30 perfected builds, so you guys got a lot of options to choose from. I know a lot of people want me to make this build, that, and third. The easiest thing for me to do right now is just transfer the 2K26 builds over to this year. So that's what we're going to be doing next. Our next big man build will be Optimus Prime. It'll be our 6'11 Lex Luthor transferred over to 2K27. And then tomorrow, I will be bringing you guys the best power forwards at the height 6'8" and 6'9". So make sure you're subbed with your noti bell on because you'll not want to miss that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. God bless.